Allison Shinaki, will you be my girlfriend? And she doesn't say anything. She doesn't really look excited. Dang, did I misread the situation? Was this all just in my head? Was she not feeling what I thought? This is probably the worst position you could possibly get into. Nobody wants to be in that position. So it all started about 4 years ago when I started doing social media with my best friend Noah. We really got into it. In the middle of quarantine, we were posting 5-10 videos a day, going live stream every single night, not leaving the house. It was amazing.
Who is my celebrity crush? 3, okay, 2, 1, go.
As we got closer, I gradually started doing videos with his sister, Allie. And from the first video that we shot and posted, everybody in the comments was like, oh my gosh, you guys, we ship you guys, we ship you guys. And I remember reading those comments and I'm like, what? Absolutely not. No, this is my best friend's sister. There's no way. She said the same thing. This is my brother's best friend. There's no way. But as time went on, I feel like that kind of got to our heads because then we actually started thinking about it. Well, what if? Maybe it could be. Before we knew it, we had a bunch of unexplained awkward feelings towards each other that neither of us told each other about. Even down to the other person would want to go hang out with somebody else and it would just make you really upset. I remember she was going to go out on a double date with some friends and it made me so upset and I didn't know why. So that eventually led to her admitting that she felt the same. One thing after another happened and I ended up asking her dad for permission to take her on a date. And man, that date was amazing. We went on Ferris wheels, we danced, we had the fancy dinner, we took the Polaroids. It was something really special. After that, many more dates were had. Every single one I enjoyed, hoping that there would be another one after this. And then it eventually got to the point where I couldn't stand it any longer, where I know I was taking this girl on dates, but I needed more. And so I decided I was gonna ask her to be my girlfriend. Where it came time, I asked her dad's permission a second time, but this time for her to be my girlfriend. And like I hoped he would, he said yes. I can't believe I'm telling you guys this. This feels weird. I feel like I shouldn't be sharing this information, but here we go. So I had decided in my head, I'm gonna ask her. This is it, I'm gonna do it. And after I decided that, it felt like the weight was off of making the decision. Now I had to plan it. I first started out by figuring out when I wanted to ask her. Allie's favorite number is number 22, so it had to have something with a 2 in it because I wanted to make it special, you know? And so I had a very small window of 1 day a month that I could set something up and ask her. And so days would come up and I would be like, okay, this is perfect. This is the perfect time for this. But then something would happen to where we would have to push it off. Somebody wasn't here, something wasn't ready, and I would have to wait till next month. And this went on for 4 months. So by the time that I actually locked in on a date, I had already asked Lance's permission at least 4 months ago, 2 months shy of half a year. But then I locked in on a date, April 22nd. This was the day that I was gonna do it. Now all I had to do was come up with the plan on how I needed to ask her. And I thought for days. I was thinking I could do it in Hawaii. When we go to Hawaii, I could do it in the mountains. We could fly somewhere and just do a 24-hour trip. I don't know what I want. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Then I remembered something. I have had this dream date idea in my head since I was a little kid. And it was seeing the sunset and sunrise in the same day. And being that we live in Florida, that is possible. It means waking up super early in the morning, driving to one side of the state for the sunrise, and driving to the other side for the sunset. And I thought, man, that's perfect. Because Allie and I really love adventures. So I was locked. And all that I needed to do next was iron out the details. So the morning of the 22nd came, and I remember lying in my bed because I felt like I couldn't sleep, just eyes wide open staring at the ceiling. But we woke up super early, around 4 a.m. I collected everything that I needed in the house, packed up the car, went to get Allie, and we headed out. Now, side note, the footage that you are going to be seeing is not shot at 4 a.m., as you can guess, but because of some things that came up last minute, we were not able to get that morning time footage. But just imagine it, it's dark outside. I remember thinking on the way to the beach for the first 30 minutes, Oz, you better talk, because if you don't, something's gonna seem up. I was so in my head because I was making sure that everything was lined up. I made sure I got this, make sure I got that. I was like, okay, I can't mess anything up. I cannot forget any step of the process because this has to go perfectly. So I was thinking so hard. Then about 30 minutes in, Allie says, man, I'm really, really tired. Can I take a nap? I said, yeah, of course. Little did she know that that was my plan all along. So in the dream date when I was a kid, I always imagined waking up super early, going to get her, waking her up, bringing her to the car, and on the way to the beach, she just falls asleep and lets me drive. And then she almost just wakes up in paradise. So it was all going according to plan. Okay, yeah, this might not be the best day to do this.
No, we honestly picked the worst day to reenact this.
Guys, so it is really, really hot outside right now.
It is 116 degrees in Florida right now.
Wait, is it actually?
No, it literally is. It's supposed to be one of the hottest days, like, ever, according to me. Okay, this color, and what color are you wearing? Blue?
Blue.
Fine, I'll get you blue.
Mine's right in the middle.
I feel like it's blue.
Guys, if you hadn't noticed, I got a new haircut. Allie doesn't like it, but
I don't like it. This way, sir. The pepperoni.
that's what we...
Okay guys, so the reason why we're at the store right now is because on our actual day that Austin asked me to be his girlfriend, he had an entire thing of charcuterie set up for us, and so we are grabbing it so that this is the most accurate possible. We want you guys to feel like you were there with us. And it's just fun to relive ourselves.
Things with a slim, simply salted.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Now, one of my favorite things about charcuterie is they have these little jams and jellies in little tiny jars. And it's my favorite
Where are they?
We got sparkling apple and red grape, didn't we?
I like red grape. I literally got none of this the day of because Austin drank the entire thing.
Fun fact, beginning of our relationship, Allie almost just completely cut it off with me just as friends because I drank Martinelli without her.
Yeah, and that was true because you should not have done that. You should have waited for me. Get those.
No, I refuse. You want flowers now? I'm about to get you some flowers. Watch. I'm
Actually,
on
guys,
a mission.
this is the first time that I've seen Austin buy me flowers because he refuses to let me see him buy me flowers.
This doesn't count. This is for the video.
It totally counts.
No, it doesn't.
It
It's for
counts.
the video. Ain't no girl of mine is gonna be using some second-rate flowers, even for a video. I'm getting you the best. So we're getting these, but these are a little old lady-ish to me, so we're taking them out.
I like those.
You're an old lady.
Oh, this is the game changer right here.
Red pepper jelly. I remember having this when I was a little kid over at my friend's house. She made it, homemade. Changed my life forever.
Hold
It's
up.
incredible.
I know I didn't just hear him say sheep.
She was like 40 years old, but you know. Just take my one thing. Come on. No. I'm trying to help. Just take my one thing. Come on. I've never felt so useless in my life.
Card?
Dude. We're currently in that part of the relationship where she literally stares at me and just says, card?
Well, you said you wanted to be helpful. I just bring it all up.
The car ride over was very relaxing. She was just sleeping in the seat next to me. When I pulled up to the beach, you could see the darkness lifting that the sun was coming soon. So I had to make sure I got moving to set everything up. Allie's still sleeping at this point, so it is perfect. I have time to make everything special and not ruin the surprise. I get out of the car quietly, go around to the back, grab everything I had out of the trunk, lock the doors, and headed out to the beach. Now, we needed something to make this even more special. One of Allie and I's favorite things is charcuterie. We love charcuterie, so I got charcuterie as well. I had brought roses, Martinelli, grapes, cheese, the whole shebang. It was amazing. And now everything is set. We're good. The stage is set. It's ready to go. Now all I have to do is go back and get Allie. So I walk back to the car, open up the door. She's so cute, sitting there, still sleeping. I'm like, hey, Allie, you gotta get up. She goes, what? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're here. This is great. Awesome. We get out of the car. I walk her down to the beach. We're walking arm in arm. And she goes, where'd that tent come from? Is that our tent? I'm like, nah, no, that's not our tent. What do you mean? So I walk all the way past the tent. And then I turn back around. I said, like, wait, how about let's walk this way instead? And then so I start walking back that way and walk straight up to the tent. And she looks into it and she's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Bro, she loved it. It was one of her favorite things ever. At least that's what she told me. So she is so excited. She's in her comfies. She gets into the tent, gets all snuggled up in a blanket, and then we sit there and watch the sunrise. And as the sunrise breaks past the water, I just remember looking at her again. I'm like, dang, there's no way this is actually real right now. But it was. And I could not have been happier. So right after enjoying the sunrise, we started eating some charcuterie, drinking Martinelli, and just talking and having a blast. It was honestly a vibe that I will never forget. But now, here comes the good part. The way how I ask her. You might think, oh, Austin's just gonna say, well, I have a question for you. Will you be my girlfriend? Nope, that's not what I'm gonna do. I have one more surprise up my sleeve. In the back of the tent, underneath my backpack, I had hidden 2 canvases and 2 painting sets. And I tell her to close her eyes. And I pull back the backpack and I grab the paint set out of the corner, set it all in front of her, open up, and count down from 3, 2, 1, open your eyes. Bro, she freaked out. She was like, oh, no way, this is amazing. And I remember her telling me a long time ago that one of her favorite things ever, one of the things she's always wanted to do, but she hasn't ever done it, was painting on the beach. So why not tie our 2 favorites together? Hold up a second, I gotta tell you guys about something really cool. So on September 29th through the 30th, Jaywalkers Worship is throwing its very first conference, and we are crazy excited. There are going to be worship artists like Maverick City Music, Chandler Moore, Naomi, all of them are coming, and speakers like Robert Madu, Jenny Allen, and Ali Shanaki, and so many more Holy Spirit-packed moments that you're not gonna wanna miss. Our initial dream is just to see this whole generation come together under one roof and praise God together. So let's make it happen. So click the link in the description to get your tickets. Also, Ali and I decided to do this giveaway of conference tickets, flights, and a hotel for you and your best friend. And all you have to do to enter is follow Ali and I and Jaywalkers on Instagram and share this video with a friend. And that's it, you're entered to win. And last but not least, I wanna let you know that Ali has her own perspective of today's vlog on her channel, and you should go check it out. All right, now let's get it. And here we are.
This was one of the coolest moments ever.
It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun to set up too. I remember you being in the car just sleeping and just like, I was like, yes, I really get to do something special. And I just remember this being so much fun to set up. Today, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was a little hot. It was a little hot.
I think it was worth it.
Now, as we're eating our charcuterie and we start to paint, and I said, what if we do a painting competition where best painting wins? We could like send the photos to somebody and have them choose. But you're not allowed to look at the other person's painting until it's finished. And I think you guys know where this is going. So she agrees and we post up. I'm sitting on one side of the tent. She's sitting on the other side of the tent. I'm trying to hide my whole canvas board because I don't want her to see what I'm drawing on there, right? While she was drawing a sunset, I was taking a pencil and drawing out, will you be my girlfriend? And so when we were finished, we took the paintings, set down our brushes, and I'm like, okay, come on over here. So we go and sit next to each other. We're hiding our paintings. And I set up a camera, a little phone stand, to say, all right, we're gonna take a video of us showing our paintings so that we could send it back home so people can judge it. Little did she know that that was what was on my painting. So we count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, show them. I turn the painting around and then I show her. She looks at the painting and I say, Allison Shanaki, will you be my girlfriend? And she doesn't say anything. She doesn't really look excited. She doesn't look mad. She just has this look on her face. She doesn't say anything. And I'm sitting there like, this did not go the way I expected. What's happening? And then she asks me to turn off the camera. And I was like, oh shoot, this is not going the way I expected. This is not good. So as soon as I turn off the camera, she kind of gets real for a second. And honestly, I'm sweating at this point. I'm like, dang, did I misread the situation? Was this all just in my head? Was she not feeling what I thought? This is probably the worst position you could possibly get into. Nobody wants to be in that position. You ask somebody to be the girlfriend and they don't say anything. And so I wait. I turn off the camera and wait for her to say something.
So when he put up the phone, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so awkward. Austin's family is gonna see this, and like if I don't reply right, or if, like what am I gonna do? So I was so stressed out. and nervous for how I was gonna respond because the camera was on me, because I feel like sometimes when I'm being recorded, like I can't fully just like not worry about it.
But she still hadn't said yes. She still didn't answer. So we talk for probably about 15 minutes, have deep conversations, both ask each other deep questions. And at the end of that, there was a long pause and a weight and anxiety that felt like it was lifted. And then so again, I asked, Allison Shinaki, will you be my girlfriend? And boy, what do you know it? Girl said yes.
I just want to say, everybody, it's been a long time coming. Thank you, Mama, for allowing me to help get here. And I just popped my knee somehow. Praise the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it.
Those were the times. Those were the ways.
I've never had a girlfriend before. That was it. This is the first time she's ever had a boyfriend. The first time it ever felt right. So it put a calm inside of me that we were both saying, yeah, no, I don't want to see anybody else. I don't want to talk to anybody else. I want to talk to you.
I think like one of the things that was so cool and so special about this date in particular and the way that you asked me is that it was literally a combination of my dream date that I always told you that I wanted to go on.
Yep.
Where we'd go to the beach and we would paint on the beach.
Yeah.
Mixed with your dream date that you told me about when we were like 16 years old.
Which is wild. Yeah.
I know.
And I didn't even realize, like, I didn't really connect the dots until closer to the day I was gonna do it. And I was like, wait a second. This is, because when I heard you in my head saying I just like painting on the beach, I didn't connect the dots that it was one of your favorite things ever.
Well, I'd never done it before. It was something that I always was saving for like the guy that I was dating. Like I wanted to do that. Like it was my dream. But the fact that you went out of your way to think about what I liked and like what I cared about and what my dream was and then combine them into one made it the most special, epic, fun day ever. But it's so cool bringing you guys here because I almost feel like I'm reliving that memory.
Guys, like,
Wait.
she's my girlfriend.
I said yes.
You said yes. No, like that actually hit me, not even joking. That's weird.
That's wild.
So after that point, we spent a few more hours swimming, laying out at the beach, and then we headed out. I packed up the tent and drove off. We felt like we needed a little bit of a snack, so we found a nearby boba shop because we were craving boba.
This place is kind of janky looking, but it's at the beach, so I feel like it's okay.
Yeah, it's
Boyfriend and
our
girlfriend.
first public entrance. Oh, door is broken.
Yeah,
All right, yeah, we're going.
Walk inside, and this was one of the favorite parts of the entire trip. Because at the boba shop, we joked around for the first time with, oh, here, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, and just like joking around with that word. Because we had said it before in like a joking way for vlogs, but now it was like actually real. Now it was like, yo, can I have like a boba for my girlfriend? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, man, that's my girlfriend right there. She cute. I know she a hottie. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You gonna look at her? You gonna look at her for real? That's the way you gonna look at her? Yeah, I know. I look at her too like that because she nice. You can't have it. You can't have her though. You cannot have her though. That's all mine. That's all mine right there. Yeah. Forgot I was on camera for a second. I'm not gonna lie. It literally did feel like the movies. So after the boba shop and drinking our fill, we hopped on the road to take the long journey across the state, chasing the sunset. And then when we got there, we changed into our nice clothes. She got in this beautiful dress. It was amazing. Oh my gosh. And so we head out to the beach and just enjoy the sunset. And it was beautiful. And after that, we head to this restaurant that was in the sand, have dinner on the beach with a beautiful girl and great conversation. And as the night came to an end, I remember thinking, man, I just do not want this night to end. And on the drive home, I remember looking over and being like, holy crap, I have a girlfriend for the first time. Like, what am I gonna do now? What's up next? Like, what is this? I remember seeing her and just being like, I am the most blessed man in the entire world. look at how beautiful she is. So now, at this point, I feel like everything was worth it. All the time and energy we put into this, all the conversations, all the hard moments, all the patience that was needed, all the making up, all the stressful things. It was all worth it. I felt like I won the prize and at the same time completed one of the things that I've been wanting to do since I was a little kid. One of my dream dates with my dream girl. So yeah, there was ups and downs. Yeah, there was a little bit of anxiety in the middle of it, but man, it was my anxiety. And it was our story and it was our fun thing. So yeah, it's an exciting new change. It's a really, really exciting new change. And I literally can't wait to see what happens next, seriously. But thank you to everybody who was patient with us, because bro, I know it took a lot of patience on both sides. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and following the whole journey, because bro, it's been a while. Now we see what goes next. There's another step after this, you know what I mean? It's not a really big one, but we'll see what happens. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I love you guys so much. Hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.